Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you all to the promo sessions of Sustainability Conference in Singapore that's going to happen on 7th of December 2025. Once again, we are here with a speaker who's going to be the panelist on the day of the conference, but you have to wait a while for him. He will be joining us soon. Before that, I have some very important announcements. So let me make those announcements before the speaker joins us. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सबसे पहले मैं आपको ये बता दूं, टुडे सेशन इज गोइंग टू बी द बाइलिंगुअल। तो आज हम बोलेंगे आपसे कुछ आपकी अपनी जबान में भी और कुछ अंग्रेजी जबान में भी, ताकि आपको और अच्छी तरह से मालूम हो सके कि एग्जैक्टली हम सिंगापुर में क्या करने वाले हैं। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, आई वाज आस्क्ड बाय द पीपल, by my people, since I belong to India and I live in UAE. So these two countries, people consider me as their own, although I consider myself as a global, because the entire world is mine. Wherever I want, I can just take a visa and go and visit that place and live in that place. So that's really the reality of life. तो लोगों ने मुझसे पूछा, जो हमारे लोग हैं, कि आप सिंगापुर में इसे क्यों कर रहे हैं, आपने इसे इंडिया में क्यों नहीं किया, आपने इसे यूएई में क्यों नहीं किया, और आप इसे सिंगापुर ही में क्यों करना चाहते हैं। बिकॉज द रीजन बीइंग इज दिस क्वेश्चन इज अ वेरी वैलिड क्वेश्चन, and if they are asking this, they are very genuine people, because they are concerned about the cost. Going to Singapore from UAE, or going to Singapore from India, or going to UAE from Maldives, or from Gulf countries, or from any other country, it's really a quite expensive affair. I can understand. बट वाई वी हैव सिलेक्टेड सिंगापुर। तो सिंगापुर को सिलेक्ट करने की कुछ वजूहत है। सबसे पहले आइए गौर करते हैं कि इस कॉन्फ्रेंस की थीम क्या है। आप सबको मालूम है इस कॉन्फ्रेंस की थीम क्या है। द थीम ऑफ द कॉन्फ्रेंस इज AI एंड ML। AI मीन्स आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, एंड ML इज मशीन लर्निंग फॉर सस्टेनेबल फ्यूचर। आपको तो ये पता ही है कि हमारी जो कंपनी है एडुफैम ट्रेनिंग सर्विसेज UAE, ये काम करती है सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए। हम प्रमोट करते हैं, हम ट्रेन करते हैं लोगों को, उन्हें वर्कशॉप्स देते हैं, ट्रेनिंग्स देते हैं, कोर्सेज कराते हैं, ताकि लोग सस्टेनेबल फ्यूचर के बारे में सोचें, अपनी प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में, डे टू डे ऑपरेशंस में उसका ख्याल रखें। चाहे वो बिजनेस ओनर्स हों, चाहे वो प्रोफेशनल्स हों, चाहे वो स्टूडेंट्स हों, चाहे वो होम मेकर्स हों, कोई भी हो। If we are concerned about sustainability, then naturally we are going to be very cautious about the production, about the utilization, about the consumption, about the environment, about everything. And that's what is the purpose of my company, that is EduFam Training Services UAE. We take care of the learning aspects, educational aspects of the sustainability. So we train the people from all walks of life, like if they are the professors, lecturers, trainers, coaches, students, teachers, business owners, entrepreneurs, startups, having startups, or engineers, doctors, or any profession you take. So we are there to just help them. My team is there. We have the people around the globe, those who are expert in different fields related to sustainability, and they help them that how they can practice sustainability into their day-to-day operations. And that's what my company does. And we organize conferences around that theme. So this time we have taken the theme of आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, जिसको कि हम मसनूई जहानत कहते हैं, और मशीन लर्निंग, जिसे को हम कहते हैं कि ये मशीन कैसे सीखती है। मशीन का जो को आप देखते होंगे कि मशीनें अपने आप से कुछ काम करती हैं, तो आखिर वो कैसे काम करती हैं, वो कैसे सीखती हैं। तो उस मशीन लर्निंग का, इन दोनों का क्या अमल दखल है हमारे पायदार मुस्तकबिल में। सस्टेनेबल फ्यूचर को कहते हैं, पायदार मुस्तकबिल में इनका क्या अमल दखल है। क्योंकि हर जगह जहां भी आप जाएंगे, आप देखेंगे लोग बात कर रहे हैं आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की, लोग बात कर रहे हैं मशीन लर्निंग की, लोग बात कर रहे हैं कोडिंग की, डिकोडिंग की, लोग बात कर रहे हैं प्रोग्रामिंग की, लोग बात कर रहे हैं आपके ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्ट्स की। तो आखिर ये तमाम चीजें जो है ना, वो क्यों इतनी इन है आजकल, क्यों लोग इनके बारे में इतनी बातें करते हैं? क्योंकि ये वो चीजें हैं जो हमें एक अच्छे खुशाइन मुस्तकबिल की तरफ ले जाती हैं। So these are the things that guides us, helps us to live longer, happier and healthier. अब आप ये बताएं कि कौन नहीं चाहता है कि वो ज्यादा खुश रहे, कौन नहीं चाहता है कि वो ज्यादा दिनों तक जिए, कौन नहीं चाहता है कि वो ज्यादा सेहतमंद रहे, बीमार ना पड़े, किसी के ऊपर बोझ ना बने, बल्कि वो अपनी जिंदगी बहुत ही पुरसुकून तरीके से गुजारे। आप सब एग्री करेंगे कि हर कोई यही चाहता है। तो अगर हर कोई यही चाहता है तो उसके लिए एफर्ट्स करने पड़ेंगे, और एफर्ट्स अकेले नहीं बल्कि एफर्ट्स सबके सब मिल के करेंगे एक साथ। That's why we are organizing this conference where the people around the globe will assemble at one place in Singapore. Again, the question still stands there: why Singapore? Why not any other country? Yes, you must be thinking. So there are certain reasons for Singapore. First of all, Singapore is considered as the smartest city in the world. Although there are other countries also, they are considered as smart cities. But if you visit Singapore, you will find that Singapore has advanced their lifestyle, their technology, their businesses, their financial matters in every aspects. And the best part is that Singapore takes special care of the people, of the residents and citizens of the country, to make their lives comfortable, to make their lives easy, and to make their lives convenient. This convenience is important. If we look at the pollution level, where I am right now I am sitting in NCR, Delhi NCR. So here you can see, measure the pollution level, and you, like, I can see Srinivasan is here, and he is for Sivanesan is here. He is from Singapore. If I ask him that what is the pollution level at this moment in Singapore, you will find the vast difference. So why it is so? Why I am here and here the pollution level is different, and there, yes, Shivanisan, what do you consider? What's the reason, like, uh, why there is a vast difference between your country and this country where I am right now?
Basically, I mean, the government inculcates a lot of cleanliness and awareness among the people that people tend to want to. I mean, I mean, of course, we have the people who are not so educated, but generally, the people of a certain education level where they understand and they move on with the government's initiatives. So we look at things such as sustainability, recycling, all those plastics and cans, the Coke drinks and all that, and other things. So the government has set up facilities near people's residences, so they can just put it into a bin, and that bin is a recycling bin, and it separates out plastic, paper, and metal. So these are things that the government has provided. So the government has taken a strong step towards the environment and keeping the environment sustainable, and as well as keeping the pollution level under control. Like they have huge, a lot of, for example, just a simple example, the cars. When the cars emit a lot of pollution through their exhaust, they are being spotted. I mean, by these the environmental people, the environmental officials along the roads and along the expressways and all that, and they will pick them up and ask them to go for a check. So every car has to go for this check every 1-2 years to check that it is okay and not polluting a lot from the exhaust. That means it's well maintained, and they do their overhauls and all that so that it is well maintained. So that all these little things that the government does helps in keeping the pollution level clear. I mean, it's a clean air as I breathe here. I'm here out in the streets. You can see, and you can see my video. I'm just showing I'm out in the road now. I mean, just outside my house, and it's very clear, very clean. The other thing is, they are also into things such as um, keeping the nation clean and green. So it's like spotless. As you can see, I'm showing my video around. You see the grass patches is all like no litter around. So they are very particular about this. I mean, I'm just showing you around the video as I'm moving it. So they are very particular about cleanliness, keeping it. So there's always these cleaners that come in, but of course there's a lot of fines that Singapore have. That's another deterrent. So Singapore is known as a fine city in two meanings. Fine as in a nice, and fine as in you get a lot of fines for many, many things. So
This is really very.
that is Singapore. So and if you throw rubbish, it's fine. I mean, $500 is pretty high. It's almost like $300 and odd US dollars. And if you spit, spit. If somebody spots you, then it's again another fine. There's chewing gum is disallowed here, because you spit out chewing gum. Again, chewing gum can create a lot of trouble in trains and all that, the doors and all that, sticks and all that. So a lot of all these rules have come up. Yes, it can be looked as very controlled and all that in one way or another, but it's not autocratic type of or communist type of country. It is a democratic, but with a socialist kind of country with a lot of rules to govern the people, and the people are compliant and they follow, and they also have this awareness that they also play a part in this keep Singapore clean and green, because it is their health. They are inhaling the air. So everyone has created that awareness. And of course, as I said, government facilitated all these facilities like the bins and this and that, so that people will be mindful of recycling and all that. So these are little things that the government does, and the people also go along. But mainly, I would say it's the strong government initiatives and influence in the society, and that's why it is happening. I hope that answers your question, Dr. Halima.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was really lovely to know that, and I think that people, when they are going to be there, they are going to experience themselves, and they are going to see that how Singapore is. But you have thrown some light. We have here some more people. Let me ask that how is the condition in their country. Let me ask Mr. Dak Wanjeng. Dak Wanjeng, you are from which country?
Sorry, if I may add one thing. It's also a country with a lot of racial harmony. We have the Chinese, the Malays, the Indians, and the Eurasians and other nationalities of small communities, all living together in harmony. And we respect each other's culture, customs, and practices. And we just move on, and we celebrate. So like even as Indians, they celebrate the Chinese New Year. Chinese also celebrate Diwali and all that, and Hari Raya, the egg and all that. So it's like a very cross and integrated, collaborated culture thing. That's another thing I wanted to share. Yeah, thanks.
Yes, yes, and that's the best part. I really like it very much because I have seen the people, they hardly talk about their region or religion or country or other things, and they are mostly just thinking about how to make the lives more better, happier, healthier, and the people are always busy. They keep their nation, their country at the priority. That is the most important thing. It is not that I have to think only about myself, because in some of the areas we have seen the people, they clean up their area, their home, their everything environment, and then they throw garbage outside, thinking that outside I don't concern about that. That's not my place. That's not my area. So that type of attitude really is a very bad attitude. Although the people are like more having more civic sense, they are developing that sense, but still there are countries they have to learn from Singapore as far as their communal harmony is concerned, their cleanliness is concerned, neatness is concerned, and plus the infrastructure. As you said, that there are different bins provided in the residential areas itself. Like in the flat itself, there are two shifts where they have to throw, like the kitchen garbage has to be thrown separately, and the recycling garbage has to be thrown separately. So government also, we should give the credit to the government as well, because government is developing this type of infrastructure there. And it's really a very good example to experience one ourselves when we go to Singapore, hopefully on 7th of December, like those who have already registered and those who are planning to register now and go there. So please do it fast, my dear friends, because Singapore requires visa for many countries. If I talk about Indians, so they also require visa. We have to apply for visa, and although it is very simple process, it is just online filling the form and providing them some information about us. But still there is a process, and we have to go through that process, and we have to apply for visa. So I request those who are planning and who are still thinking about that don't waste time in thinking, and just decide yourself and apply for the visa to be there in this grand event. And you can meet Sivanesan personally over there because he's one of the speaker, and what he is going to speak, that we will come to know on Friday. Be here at the same time on Friday so that we can prepare ourselves mentally that what exactly Sivanesan is going to speak in the conference and how we are going to enlighten ourselves. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you, Dr.
Sivanesan.
Rima. I'll just end off by saying that I'm sure every country has got its own beauty, which Singapore lacks. Like, for example, natural beauty and other things. Singapore lacks certain things because there's not much natural resources. And there's a lot of beautiful countries out there and beautiful people among the participants and the delegates. But just to show one last thing, this is a typical food court that I'm going to show you. And in the food court, there's this rule that you have to return your plates in a food court, not in a restaurant, but in a food court or a
But
coffee
you
shop.
are not showing us. Okay, now you are going to switch on.
I'm going to show now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Where they have to return their plates and their tray in a tray return counter. So as you can see, this is a typical food court. I'm showing you now, and it's relatively. You see the tables empty. The tray plates are here, the brown color ones here, and they all like tables. I mean, a few small little rubbish here and there, but generally it's kept clean because they have to return back and all that. So they inculcate that, and this is a typical. So if you guys come to Singapore and go to a food court, it's compulsory that you have to return your trays, not in a restaurant but food court. So this is a returning counter, and there is a tray return where people return here, and they will be cleaned up by the cleaners. But it's not messed up in the tables. So that is basically another rule that Singapore has set. I mean, that's all. I think you come here, you'll enjoy it. You'll get to experience more. But I'm just sharing some tips. Thank you. That's all from me. Yeah.
Yes, lovely. And that food court has the cuisine from all the countries. Every country will have their own counters. That's really a beautiful thing to see, that you will find the entire globe there at one particular area. So if you want to try any Chinese food, or if you want to try any Thai food, if you want to try any Arabic food or Indian food, so all the you will find there that all the food and cuisines are available over there. Thank you very much, Sivanesan ji. It was really enlightening. And I asked Mr. Dak before going to Mr. Sivanesan. So yes, Mr. Dak Wenjeng, will you please tell us you are from which country?
Thank you so much, Dr. Rima. I'm just, actually, I'm from South Sudan. Yeah.
You are from Sudan?
South Sudan.
So Sudan is different and Sudan is different?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you not aware?
Yeah, I am aware of Sudan very much. I know about Sudan, and capital is Khartoum.
Yeah, actually, capital was Khartoum, but the South Sudan was separated in 2011, which is now South Sudan is a independent country.
Okay, so how is the condition of pollution over there, and how is the environment over there, and what are the challenges of sustainability in your country?
Yeah, of course, South Sudan is a new country or a new nation that need the developmental programs. So I think we have a lot of challenges here in South Sudan, and I think this country needs a civic education, needs technological development, need a lot of work that can sustain this country in the future.
Okay, that's really good, because it is a new country. So do you think that there are lots of requirements, like developmental requirement? So who do you think is going to provide those requirements?
Yeah, actually, I don't think who will be the responsible one, unless the government will work on it, or the international organization that can come and do the work here.
But I think that even the public is equally responsible, isn't it? Whatever the public can do, they have to contribute. I know that government responsibility is there. We cannot deny the responsibility of the government. But at the same time, in some cases, I have seen, like, suppose if it is like traffic issues, So the traffic issues can be very easily sorted out by the people if they have the patience, if they have civic sense, if they have the feeling of like givers gain. If we are giving the way to others, so finally somebody is going to give the way to us, isn't it? So if they have that mindset, givers gain mindset, then these traffic issues can also be sorted out if everybody waits for their turn, if they are not in hurry, if they are not rushing, pushing, hitting each other and trying to go and be in the front itself. Likewise, if pollution also, you see the what the people they do normally, that they don't take care of their vehicles, their vehicles, sometimes they try to get their pollution checks by some other means, not with a fair mean. So I think at times I think that public is also somewhere responsible. What do you say, Mr. Vijay Kumarji? You are from army background, Commander Vijay Kumarji. So what do you say about this thought process?
Yes, I fully believe and agree that it has to be the individual's responsibility and you can't pass it on to the governments.
Mm-hmm.
The civic sense has to be inculcated in the very from childhood itself so that it becomes second nature to ensure that the environment is looked after. Otherwise, any amount of government intervention cannot help because in a vast country, you can't keep on cleaning up the mess created by the population. They have to do it themselves. Government should regulate. Government probably can have, like Singapore has got the punitive powers with the government, where if it's spit or something, then you're punished for that. That is a part. And people do not do it once they are educated well in time. So we must start with the education of the population and not just expect the government to do the needful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vijay Kumarji. And you are also from India, but you are from the part of the India where I don't think that pollution is that much a great issue as in my part of the India where I live. So how is the pollution and how is the environment over there? Where do you live, Mr. Vijay?
I'm in a village. Comparatively, it is cleaner, but there's a beautiful highway which has come up, and I find mounds of garbage thrown along the roadside because people do not want to process their own garbage in their homes. Like for me, there's not a single gram of garbage being thrown out because I do composting of all my wet garbage. And for dry garbage and plastics, etc., there is a mechanism by which the local government body collects it every month. But the wet garbage is a problem. People do not want to process their own things in their own homes. Apart from that, there is one factory which has been polluting our air here. So we have gone to the High Court. That case is pending with the High Court. We are told Panchayat not to give them the permission. So wherever such things are happening, then we have. I'm the president of the committee, village committee, which has gone to the High Court of Kerala against this factory, which has been polluting it for the last 8 years. So there are interventions available. There are remedies available. Maybe slow, but then they are available.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Commander Vijay Kumarji, for sharing this fact that you have even gone to the High Court for the factory that is cause for the pollution. So thank you very much. God bless you. And yes, this awareness is important. Otherwise, the people will think that, okay, what is my need? Why should I go and take headache of going to the court and doing all these things? The people think that, okay, I'm not the only sufferer. The entire village is suffering. Why should I be worried? And why should I take the initiative about this? So this is something really, you have taken a great step. We must appreciate.
Thank you.
So, Vijay Kumarji, we were talking about that why we have selected Singapore for this conference for AI and ML for the sustainable future. And Mr. Shivanisan has very beautifully, practically shown the area that how the area is neat and clean and environment is so neat and clean. There is no pollution over there. Now, second reason is that Singapore provides all the latest technology. If we talk about the machine learning, naturally it is related to the technology, it is related to the artificial intelligence. And if we want to see the practical example of that advancement, naturally the people, those who are going to be there, those who are going to witness that, they will be practically seeing that. What has impressed me a lot, the attitude of the people of using the public transport. Hira Hashmi is here. Hira Hashmi, may I ask you, how often you use the public transport and how is your experience with the public transport? And then I'm going to elaborate on my experience of public transport in different countries, because I have been in Maldives, I have been in Malaysia, I have been in UAE, I have been in Singapore, I have been in India. So, and purposely I was in Mumbai. So there also purposely I used the public transport just to experience it. So I will be sharing my experience, but first, Hira Hashmi, let me know what is your experience with the public transport? Miss Hira?
Hi, Dr. Halima Sadia.
Yes.
My experience here is very terrible, I must say.
Oh.
I mean, you have to think twice before going for public transport. It is hectic, it is exhausting, and it is, you are just, I read a report that people living in Delhi NCR, their lungs are got shrinked, the lifespan has been short because of that AQI, the air pollution is touching hazardous level now. So you think that public transport is another game. Even you are going in your own transport, going out of the home without mask, without proper sanitization. It is that you have to think twice. And right now, the situation is like we have crackers, we have all these things in this time frame. So there are also schools that said that stay inside the house because it is not feasible for small kids, students to go out and breathe in that air. So I must say that you have to think twice before going out. You have to prioritize that can we have it online or we should go out.
Thank you, Hira. Thank you for sharing your experience. And I must say the public transport I have experienced in many countries, as I told you, and I found the most convenient public transport was in Singapore. Why I am saying this with so confidence, because it connects each and every lane and each and every roads. So if you want to start from your home, maybe you have to just maximum walking maybe half a kilometer, not more than that, and you will find a metro station, not metro station, MRT station that is called. So the connectivity with the roads lanes makes it easier for us, although we also have metro here. But where I live, like I live in sector 93 on expressway, that is a very posh area, I must say, where I live in Noida, but there is no metro connectivity. So I want to go by metro. I like traveling in metro, but I can't do that. Either I have to dependent on my own vehicle or otherwise I have to take a taxi. So this connectivity is important, convenience is important, that I have seen in Singapore. Really, sometimes when we are walking on the roads, like out of our own passion, sometimes we love to walk, and climate is also very conducive to walk. It is not very hot, it's not very cold, it is moderate always, so we can very easily walk on the roads and pavements. So whenever you feel like, okay, now I have walked a lot, now I need some I cannot walk more and I have to take public transport, immediately you will find somewhere around an MRT station, and you can immediately go to the MRT station and you can take your train to your destination. So this is something so convenient for the public, for the people, that everybody loves that, and I especially love this system. And if I talk about like UAE transport, so even UAE also, Dubai has developed their metro system, and that is a really good metro system, but it is not sufficient for the people. Like sometimes in the office hours, it is so much rush in the metros that at times the people have to leave 2-3 metros, and then fourth time they get the chance to board. Like they have to stand in the waiting, and then they get the chance when it is like a morning time or evening time. Secondly, in UAE, there are 7 Emirates. So you will get metro only in Dubai. And because of the metro, and from metro to the local areas, there is a bus facility also. So in Dubai, we can say that it is equally well connected with the public transport, either with the metro or with the bus. But you go to some other Emirates, like you go to Sharjah, you go to Abu Dhabi, you go to Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, Ajman, Umm Al Quwain, you will not find this type of facilities over there. They have some bus facility, but that is very, very less in number. You have to wait for an hour or half an hour or more than that. And that also doesn't go to all the nook and corners, all the lanes and roads and all the areas. So Dubai has also developed, but their facilities are less than the requirement. This problem is not in Singapore. In Singapore, you will find that lots of metros are going on different routes, and it covers different routes. Then thirdly, I found even Malaysia also, that Malaysia also has developed their public transport nicely. But there again, KL has the metro system, LRT, they say it. But across like all other areas, like I was there in Nilai. Nilai is I think around 1 hour distance from KL. So from Nilai to KL, there is a local train. It is not a metro, but it is a local train. But their local train is also very well maintained. Like I think cleanliness and neatness, if we talk to even Malaysia also is competing in that, not at that high level, but yes, their people have good civic sense. And that local train was also very good. I have traveled 2-3 times in that local train as well. And now coming to Maldives. So Maldives is a small place, within 3 kilometers, the entire city is just within 3 kilometers. There, the people, they love to walk because there also the climatic condition is good, that is conducive. It is not very hot, not very cold, although it's raining quite often. So we have to carry our umbrella all the time. And since it is a coastal area, so we find that the people, they are very hardworking. They walk a lot. But yes, now they have developed their public transport, bus as a public transport. Taxis, of course, are available, but bus is also available, and their frequency is also not very high. And now I think there is no need of metro, so that's why they have not thought of metro yet. Or maybe in future, while connecting 2 islands together, they may think of metro, because now they are building the bridges like Male and Hulu Male. These are 2 different islands. So Chinese have made one friendship bridge, like Maldives, China friendship bridge that connects Hulu Male to Male. So likewise, there is one more bridge being built by Indians over there, that is connecting Male to Willingly is another island. So connecting Male to Willingly. Likewise, maybe in future they can think about the metros also to connect different islands. And overall, if I say, because I love traveling in the public transport, that gives me a feel of like I am one of the public. I am one of the common people, those who are traveling with me. So yeah, I think yesterday I was in Mumbai, and there also I think metro is not very advanced over there. Metro is in the very limited areas. But yes, local trains are good in number, and local trains are being utilized by the public. So I was in one of the local train. Again, the local train was not well maintained. It was just very ordinary. And Bombay is also a place where there is no issue of cold and hot. They have moderate climate. So that's why full air conditioned concept of metro in the local train, that's not possible, and it was not there. But yes, of course, that is fulfilling the need of the people, but it is not very well maintained. That I can say about even Bombay as well. So dear friends, I think the public transport shows any country's infrastructure. Will you agree with me? May I ask you people, if I say that public transport system shows the development of the infrastructure of any country, will you all agree with me? If your public transport system is not good, it means that your infrastructure is not good. And if your public transport system is good, it means that you are a developed country and you are thinking about your public, about your people, and you are taking care of your needs. Will you all agree with me? Yes or no? If it is yes, then send me your thumbs up. If it is
What
no,
I heard is I have not been to US, but what I heard in the US is there is practically no public transport. Everybody depends on their own cars. But still, they are very, very advanced country. Depends on the affordability of people.
Yes. That's really good observation. Thank you very much. And now we have our very, very special guest for this evening, Mr. Vinod Kumar Pillai. Please give a big round of applause to Mr. Vinod Kumar Pillai. Mr. Vinod Kumar, we are on a live program and it is being watched on the Facebook Live. And
thank
we
you.
have some
Thank you.
special guests as well with us. So we have Commander Vijay Kumar ji connecting from Kerala, India. We have Miss Hira Hashmi connecting from Delhi, India. We have Mr. Shivanisan connecting from Singapore. We have Mr. Dak Wenjeng connecting from New Sudan. And, I am the host of this evening. I am Dr. Halima Sadia. So Mr. Vinod Kumarji, I think that we should not take much time in the introduction and other things. Let's immediately start your session because we all are waiting eagerly for your session. And all those who are on live show, they are also waiting for your session.
Okay.
Now you are the co-host and you can unmute yourself. You can share your screen and you can present.
Yeah, but I would like to know what I'm presenting this evening because I was not informed about it.
Yes, so you are presenting that how AI is affecting the language learning and what is the role of AI in the language learning. Have you ever used AI for the language learning, or are you using in your classrooms, or you haven't used AI? Yes.
Yeah, I use it a lot, because there are different applications, different strategies, all these are used by, because these days we use Teams, Microsoft Teams.